Hello third grade, happy Thursday. Today we're working with our unit fractions and we're continuing with our word problems. So remember, our numerator is the top number of our fraction, the top digit that represents the part of the whole. And then our denominator is the bottom number of our fraction. The bottom digit represents the whole. So it's how many from 0 to 1, how many equal parts it is divided into. So this, if we saw 1/4, we know it's one part out of a total of 4 equal parts. So if we're reading this problem right here, it says, Luke is on a family vacation in Italy. During a tour of an old church, Luke takes a picture of a huge stained glass window that is divided into 4 equal sections. What fraction represents each section of the window? So the first part is, our top number is how many parts are we talking about? We're talking about one section of the window. So our top number would be 1. So our top number would be 1 because we're representing one part of the window. But how many parts is it divided into? Well, right here it says the glass window is divided into 4 equal parts. So the whole is divided into 4 equal parts. That would be our denominator. So each section of the window would represent 1/4. It's one part out of a total of 4 equal parts. So remember, a fraction represents a part of the whole. The bottom of a fraction, the denominator, is the number of equal parts in the whole. So that's what our 4 is. And the top number of the fraction is the number of those equal parts that we're talking about. That's our numerator. And we're just talking about each section of the window. So just one section of the window is represented as 1/4. So remember, the window is the whole. The window was divided into 4 equal sections. So the denominator of the fraction is 4, the number of equal parts in the whole. Each section is 1 equal part. So the numerator of the fraction is 1, the number of equal parts we're talking about. So again, the fraction 1/4 represents each section of the window, one part out of a total of 4 parts. Alright, so we're working with word problems again today. So the first thing we want to do is read our word problem all the way through. Lily and her neighbors take care of the forest street garden. The garden is divided into 8 equal sections. So they're taking care of this garden that's divided into, again, 8 equal sections. What fraction represents each section of the garden? So they're talking about just one section of the garden. What does it represent in a fraction? So the first thing we can find if we want is the denominator, the bottom number, how many total equal parts the whole is divided into. So the garden is divided into 8 equal parts. So that would be our denominator. It's the whole garden is divided into 8 equal parts. Now we want to know what's one section of the garden. How would that be represented? Well, it'd be just the number 1 because we're talking about one part of the garden out of a total of 8 equal parts. Each section would be 1/8. Awesome, and let's do one more together. So in art class, Rebecca is making a flag. She divides her flag into 4 equal parts to experiment with different designs. So again, we could go with our denominator first. What fraction represents each part of the flag? Our denominator is taking the whole. How many equal parts is it divided into? Well, right here, it's divided into 4 equal parts. So we know our one flag is divided into 4 equal parts. Now, what fraction represents each part of the flag? So if we wanted to talk about this section, what one section, it would just be 1. So it's showing that each section of the flag represents 1/4. It's one part out of 4 equal parts. So have fun, and we will continue with fractions tomorrow. Bye, third grade.